Welcome, guys. I am Coach Kev, Executive Sales Director with this amazing company. On this webinar, you guys are going to get two things. Number one, I'm going to go over the credit repair side, how everything works, the process, and everything else. Boy, I need you to get off that game. Get off. He's making me lag. But the process, how everything works, and also on the back end, you guys are going to hear the business side from a top producing executive. He's a vice president with a company, and his business is doing $100,000 in business every 30 days. So guys, again, man, I'm excited, and I love this company. My credit score went up 116 points. And I started promoting this like it was the next Black Panther sequel. Everybody knew about the credit restoration. And then before you know it, I have to say, January 6th, 2018, I planted my flag. By February, I had already quit my job. So it took me 90 days. My mentor, good friend of mine, top producing senior vice president, Mr. Bruce Lee Rochester, he basically just told me what to post. I didn't know what to post. He told me what to say. I didn't know what to say. When there were people that were interested, I got them on the phone with them. And then before you know it, guys, I just followed everything he told me to do. And then I got a chance to walk away from my job. And, you know, it just changed everything for me. So, guys, you're going to hear this. Well, I didn't even hear as much as you guys going to hear tonight. But I did hear, number one, I trusted Bruce. I trusted Alfred. So, you know, I respected these guys. So if the person that invited you, if you trust them, allow them to help take you to the next level. And the gentleman who you guys are going to hear from as well, my mentor also helped him build his business to where it is right now. So you guys are in for a treat. His name is Mr. Enroll. He's about to bring it tonight. And guys, I'm gonna dig right into it. Let me go ahead and share my screen really quick. Hold on. Let me make sure I give Mr. Evan Rose the power. None of the power. Okay, hold on. All right, let me share my screen. 1 second. Bruce, it looks like you got to give Evan Rose the power. I don't know why. I think I got in on the wrong one. Hold on 1 second. Oh, man. I'm just waiting for my screen to pop up, guys. That's all. Welcome. All right. Perfect. Thank you, Bruce. All right, just waiting for this screen to pop up. What's up with the screen? Let me try this again. Hope you guys, oh, it's coming up. Hope you guys have an incredible Thursday, man. We got paid today. And those of you who, you know, who've been working from home recently because of what's going on, you definitely want to take advantage of this because, you know, the type of money we make from home is ridiculous. You know, this has changed my life, and I know it's going to change yours. I'm just waiting for this screen to pop up. All right, while I'm waiting on that, let me go ahead and check this chat out. Okay, we here finally. Let's see. Oh, I just put up the wrong side. I'm tripping. I'm so used to doing the business side. I'm supposed to be doing the credit side. All right, hold on, guys. I'm sorry. So while I'm waiting on that, go ahead and you know, if you're ready to take your credit to the next level, go ahead and put a 2 in the chat. If you're ready for your credit score to go from 0 to hero, put a 2 in the chat. Let's go. All right. 2. Woo, it's a lot of 2. What's up, Jamil? What's going on, Shayna? All right. Erica, what's going on, Simone? Okay, I didn't know you guys were on here. Okay, Barbara. Melody Davis, what's going on? All right, so guys, you're in for a treat. So this is the part that's really important. I want you guys to pay close attention, take copious notes. Yes, we're going to be going over the money to work from home part. Yes. But without credit, you know, you can't really invest into the things that you really want to invest into. So Now some of the slides, guys, I'm gonna move past them because I don't want to fluff it, and we're a little bit behind schedule, but it's gonna make sense. So let me move on. So guys, we're founded in 2004, headquartered in Farmington Hills, Michigan. You know, we basically can help anybody who have derogatory items that's on their credit report. We've helped thousands and thousands of people. One of our top leaders, he's actually going to be interviewed tomorrow by Mr. Eric Worre, an industry leader. That same gentleman was on Steve Harvey. He's been on Grant Cardone. So, and also, guys, we have a contract with MasterCard. So when you think about how many people we've gotten a chance to help with a credit repair, there's no reason for you to be skeptical because we're trying to help you. Like my mentor told me, you can't be skeptical and have bad credit. Well, the difference between people that has financial success and financial failure is how you manage your money. And guys, here's a reality. It's not how much money you have, it's how much money you keep. Right? You got to be able to master money, but you got to be able to manage it at the same time, and you'll be perfectly fine. None of us was taught about financial literacy in school, well, at least not me. And it takes a lot really to understand this. Robert Kiyosaki, the guy who wrote this book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, changed my life. It changed thousands and thousands, maybe millions of other people's lives as well. But it teaches you about the basics about money. It didn't even touch on credit. It just teaches you the importance of money and how to be able to manage it. But guys, think about this. Here's a few shocking facts about your finance that you don't know. 1.5 trillion, or just a little bit over a trillion. That's a lot of money in credit card debt. This is what's happening to a lot of people all over America. So remember, you're not alone in this type of situation. You know, 56% of Americans, they're basically drowning, right? They have no rainy day funds. I remember years ago where I had a few different businesses. They all crumbled all at the same time. I was loaning this person money, helping family out, doing this, doing that. And before you know it, I ended up on my mother-in-law's couch. The same lady, I looked in her eyes and told her, listen, I'm going to take care of your daughter and your grandkids. Don't worry about them. Years later, I ended up on her couch with not even her couch, in a small room with my wife and my kids. And I had to turn in stocks. I had to turn in everything I could because all of my rainy day money was gone. That rainy day came. Right? And it goes back to the principle. It's not how much money you have, it's how much money you keep. So guys, if you're in a tough situation right now, don't worry about it. You got to keep pushing. Things are going to get better, but you have to allow everything to happen. Think about 46% of these baby boomers have less than $10,000 in retirement. Right? You know, and when you think about baby boomers, it's happening to millennials too. They're not going to have enough money to retire because they're not doing the right things right now. Right? Think about what's been happening. Most people don't even have enough money to get toilet paper, to get masks, to be able to be out of work for 3, 6, 9 weeks. Right? Because they don't have enough money saved up. Forget about retirement. Just alone having enough money to survive. Right? 40% of millennials have spent the money and they trying to just keep up with their friends. I remember my mom used to always tell us, don't try to keep up with the Joneses because the Joneses are broke. Well, I got a new one for you. Don't try to keep up with the Joneses. The Joneses need credit repair. Right? So we really got to understand where we are right now. Don't try to keep up with what anyone else is doing. You run your own race. Right? Now, 43 million people, I think it's a lot more than that. I think it's around 70 million, myself personally, have less than a 599 credit score. Guys, you may be asking yourself, where did you go wrong? Sometimes it's not even you. It's just you were not given the information you needed to make the best decision. When I was 18, I had to I got my first condo and I got a chance to turn the lights on, but I had to pay more for deposit because my mom messed up my credit. She came here from Jamaica with $13 in her pocket with a dream. So you got to be taught about credit to know what to do. And having poor credit creates anxiety. It's embarrassing, right? But it's no really reason for you to be embarrassed. It's frustrating. It gives you the spirit of fear, right? But guys, it's really nothing for you to be ashamed of. A lot of people have credit issues and people are getting in them every single day. And you want to be okay with that. But you want to understand something. When you have that good credit, man, you walk in the dealership with a whole nother swag. Everything you do gives you a whole nother feel. You ever had bad credit and got denied? You like, bruh, don't even run it. I don't care what type of rewards you guys trying to give me. I'm gonna get declined. Right? It's definitely gonna get declined. I can't even get a cheeseburger right now, bro. So don't even do it. But when you have good credit, now you got choices. You see my girl, she's feeling, that's what you call a euphoric state. She knows whatever she's gonna do, she can choose whether she want to move forward on that loan or not. She can choose if she want to get that house, that car, or whatever the case may be, right? It's an abundant mentality. That's what we all need, and that's what we're going to show you to have. Unfortunately, guys, you want to understand that, having good credit is good, but this is some of the things that a lot of people don't realize how credit can affect you, right? Now, if you don't have good credit, now you can't get that house you want. You can't get that car. You want a great interest rate. You won't even get a low interest rate, because you could walk in with a 580 credit score and I could walk in with a 760 credit score in a car dealership. Now, we're both trying to get that Toyota Corolla. I might be paying $199 a month. You may be paying $800 for the same Toyota Corolla because your credit is bad. Life is easier when you have good credit, right? Now, here's the thing that I want you guys to understand. We give a ton of value, 12 services to be exact. Now, I'm only going to highlight 3 or 4 of the services that really just stood out to me. But the main thing I want you guys to understand is the credit restoration is our flagship product. Everybody needs credit restoration, guys. I don't care who you are. If you're not an 850, matter of fact, I got a message from my cousin. She said, "Cuz, I'm good." I said, "If your credit score is not an 850, you're not good, but I'm gone." Right? Because we know family not going to support us anyway. But it's just crazy how sometimes people don't even understand what you're trying to do to help them with their credit. Guys, 850 is the highest credit score you can have. Right? So credit restoration, that's the one that I love the most. Credit monitoring. Why? Because most people use Credit Karma. We all know Credit Karma is not even accurate at the same time. The other thing is, one second, let me make sure. Okay, perfect. The other thing is, the third one that I love, identity monitoring. Why? Because we know every 2 seconds someone's identity is being stolen. And a lot of people, identity is getting stolen online, and it happens quick, right? I remember signing up this millionaire from Boca. I asked the guy, I said, what do you have, protecting your identity? You got LifeLock, you got well, we had another one at the same time, but I was like, what do you have? And he was like, oh, I don't have anything. I said, well, we have this thing called Privacy Armor. You ever heard of it? He's like, no. I'm like, wait, you make all this money, but you don't have anything protecting your identity? What did your financial advisor say about that? He was really only signing up for the credit repair program because he had a few late payments, and he had the money. He just didn't have the automatic payment going on. But the moral of what I'm saying is, guys, it doesn't matter if someone who makes $30,000 a year or $30 million a year. Everyone needs identity protection. And then the fourth one, which is the one that I love as well, the will, trust, power of attorney. Aretha Franklin passed away with no will. Prince passed away with no will. And it becomes crazy. Right now, what's going on? A lot of people, believe it or not, they're updating their wills. They're updating their trust. They're updating their life insurance policies, right? Because tomorrow's not promised, guys. And that's critical. These are the other services. I'm not really going to dig too deep into it, like the credit builder and the credit attorney is exactly what it is. Now, this is the nuts and bolts. Now, if we were given this one slide in school on how your credit score is being calculated, it would have changed everything for me. So your payment history, just paying your bills on time, makes up 35% of your credit score, right? 30% makes up of amount. It's just a capacity amount owed. But what does that mean? How much debt you have on your credit card? So if you have a credit card that has $1,000 limit, $300, you want to stay under $300 utilization. So that means the time of you paying your bill, right? So you can max it all the way up to $999. But by the time you have to pay your bill, you need to have it under the 30% utilization. So you need to have that $1,000 credit card under $300. You need to have that $500 credit card under $150. That makes sense? So you want to make sure you're doing that, because there's been times where in the past where I've literally gotten I've paid $25, I'm like, why my credit score keep going down? That's because I'm paying the minimum, but I'm not taking the under that 30% utilization. That one tip I just gave you guys is worth the whole marbles, right? So 15% is makeup of your length of credit, right? It's like wine. It gets better with time. Right? So the older your credit history, the older your cards, the better it is. Do not cancel your cards. When you get your, this stimulus check that's supposed to be coming, allegedly, when you get that, you want to not only save some of the money, but you want to bring down your credit cards as low as you want. You don't want to close any accounts, especially the accounts that are old and they've been around for a long time. You want to keep those in great standing. New credit is made up of another 10%, and the types of use, whether it's installment or revolving, that makes up of another. So let's say you got credit cards, that's one type, and then let's say you have your car payment or your mortgage, that's another type. But you want to mix it up. But the bottom line, guys, the first two, paying your bills on time and keeping your credit cards low, if you combine these, that makes up 65% of your credit score. Guys, that's more than half of your credit score that's in your control. I just dropped a major jewel on you. If you just pick that jewel up, go ahead and put a 7 in the chat. If you pick that jewel I just gave you, put a 7 in the chat. I want to make sure everybody's listening. Okay, Jamil. All right, LeBron. All right, Miss Speaks. Okay, Catherine, Shayna. All right. So you guys getting it. All right, Bonita. All right, perfect. All right, Sarah. All right, so let's move on. All right, so again, net worth calculator, the other thing. Oh, here's another thing that I love, guys. The YFL, it's called the Family Mint. The YFL stands for the Youth Financial Literacy, where our company go inside schools teaching kids about personal finances and about credit. That's a game changer in itself, man. And then the Family Mint, you can actually log into your own personal Family Mint, and you can teach. This is the best time to teach your kids about how money works, about what they're going to do with their allowance, about everything that they need to understand about money if they're in the ages of 8 to 18. I'm telling you. And you have a portal that's going to teach you that. You don't have to buy any books. It comes with your credit repair service. Debt payoff. You don't need debt consolidation. Here's what debt consolidation is. You're paying somebody to teach you how to pay off bills. You don't need to do that. All you need is discipline. Right? All right, I'm not going to go over these. We have this shopping portal right now. A lot of people are shopping online. This also comes so you can save a lot of money. Home Depot is a big one. I've been trying to look for Papa John's. I've been getting a lot of Papa John's lately, but I don't see that on there. They got the Domino's. But guys, you want to go through this portal if you want to save on rewards. Now, I'm not going to go over this entire roadmap, guys, because it's really self-explanatory. But I'm going to go over the first 6 months and how important this is. So the first month, guys, you want to do 3 things. You want to sign up for the credit restoration, right? That's the protection plan that we're talking about that gives you all those services. You want to activate your identity monitoring, right? You also want to activate your credit monitoring. Why? Because you're going to check Credit Karma anyway. Why not check a reliable source, right? It's called smart credit, right? Every time you check it, you feel smarter, right? Identity monitoring. Most people use we used to use LifeLock. We don't use that anymore. We use Privacy Armor. That way, now you can start to protect your identity, especially right now what's going on. So that's what you want to do day 1. Forget about the first month. You want to do that day 1. The second and third month, you now want to start building credit. You want to get the secure credit card. You want to get the credit by rent. Hey, if you really froggy, get that credit by rent the same day you get that secure credit. I mean, the same day you get the credit repair. It will change your entire life. Because with the credit by rent, the scores have been between 50 to 150 points in less than 30 days. And then also, guys, you want to really understand how the credit builder work. That's really what you guys want to do within those first month to 3 months. And then the 4 to 6 months, you want to start knocking out debt. That's why you want to also pay attention to the second half of this presentation, because my business partner, Mr. Evan Rose, is going to be going over the work from home, how you're going to make the money, and you can use everything he's going to tell you to pay off the debt, to get your budgeting order, right? And you want to go through these other things. And then obviously 7 through 12 months, I would say, there's a nice game plan. Who's going to give you a game plan, a roadmap on how you're going to go from zero to hero? Nobody. There's apps we have, guys. You can log in and check everything through the app. Now, the services, it's $188 to have access to 12 services. Guys, there's a company that charge $150 a month, $5,500. Guys, watch this. Go ahead and put it in the chat, right? Go ahead and put it in the chat. I know some of you guys going to be taking this on your next webinars, but I'm going to give it to you anyway. Go into the chat and put, guys, how many prices you guys have heard of, meaning other companies charging $500, $1,000. If you heard of other companies charging $188, go ahead and put it in the chat. So if you heard of a company charging you $500, or you heard somebody paying $500, put that in the chat. If you heard, somebody $1,500, this guy said $3K, somebody paid. Everton said $1,500, that's crazy. $600. Brianna says $500. Shayna says $5,000. Right? A lot of other companies, guys, they charging thousands. Deanna, you hit it. They charging a lot of money for credit repair. I'm telling you. A prospect told me today, $1,600, Tammy said. Guys, it's crazy. $2,500, Josny said. Right? Another six-figure earner, man. Incredible leader. So, guys, think about that. It is out of control. But we are offering 12 services and more for $188. But guess what people are going to say? $188 is too much. You know what I tell them? You don't deserve good credit. You deserve to have bad credit. If you can't invest $188 into yourself when you paid more of that on video games, you paid more of that on Valentine's Day, Christmas, now it's time to give you a Christmas present. Now it's time to fall in love with you. Today is your Valentine's Day. You want to invest into yourself. $89 a month. Starbucks coffee costs more than $5. Some of you get that every single day. Man, I'm getting too excited. But guys, that's basically my part. I'm going to go ahead and bring up a few testimonials just so you guys can actually hear a few people that have actually benefited from the services. Their credit score went from 0 to hero. This gentleman here, man, I hate I don't got the full control. Let me try to see if I can do it. Nope. Bruce, can you give Mr. Alan Strickland and Kawana Walker access real quick? Sorry, guys. I know I usually have it, but I don't know why. I just logged into the wrong one. Thank you, Bruce. Oh, you know what? I know what I could do. Let me allow it. All right, Mr. Alan Strickland, go ahead and unmute your line, brother. Oh no. Mr. Alan Strickland, go ahead and unmute your line. Let me see if he could do it. Okay, he's co-host. Perfect. What's going on? So guys, this is Mr. Alan Strickland. He's actually benefited from the services. I don't remember if he did the Credit My Rent as well. I think he did, but he's what you call a top producing sales director with our company. And he's basically not only, let me go ahead and mute this young lady here. Jelaine, can you unmute your line? I'm sorry, can you mute your line, madam? Man, that's why I wish I had them powers. I'd have removed it. So, Alan Strickland, go ahead and give a short testimonial on how the credit repair worked for you. He's a top producing sales director, guys. Business is doing, I think he's approaching 30,000 in business every 30 days. I got a lot of respect for this guy. He's also a personal trainer. So he's not only helping people get financially fit, but physically fit. You need that meal plan. He's the guy. Just don't go in the gym with him. He'll out bench press you all day. Without further ado, top producing executive, Mr. Alan Strickland. Take it away, sir. Is he unmuted? Yeah. Yeah, Alan, you there? Nope, we gone. So guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get myself completely out of the way. Let me see if I can bring Kiwi on. Kiwi, you there? All right, perfect. So guys, this young lady is tearing it up in the group. She's helping a lot of people not only become customers, but also become agents. And I want her to share with you guys how the credit restoration has helped her and how she's benefited from the program consistently. Without further ado, top producing executive, Miss Kawana Walker.
Thank you so much, Coach. I just want to give it back to you for a great presentation tonight. you know, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you. So thank you very much. I just want to say, like, if it's a damn shame was a person, you're looking at her. I had everything on my credit. 2 bankruptcies. I had a repossession. I had student loans, medical records, you name it. I had it. My credit score was a 465 when I started last year. Within the the time frame in which the 3 rounds went out, my score went up over 130 something points. I'm currently at a 670 right now. The information and the abilities this program has provided me is the reason why I started. I'm a single parent. I needed an opportunity to come in and help me, for one, better myself as an individual as well as fix my credit. But then I was introduced to the opportunity to become an agent, and I haven't regretted it since. It has not only helped me provide extra income in my household, but it's also helped me grow as a person. So I have the ability to take those attributes and now give them to other people and help them move forward in their financial journeys. So I'm telling you, if you're on this call, whether you're a single parent, you're a married couple, if you're currently working, not working, and you're wondering if the program works, I can tell you it does work. It's amazing. It's incredible. I wake up every morning with a goal, with a purpose, and I don't look back. So I'm just telling you, if you're thinking about, whether I should do this or not, if you want to be a customer, or even if you're on the call to hear the next presentation about being an agent, I'm just telling you, don't cheat yourself, treat yourself, go for it, because nobody else is going to go for you the way you're going to go for you. So if you don't put yourself first, who's going to do that? So I put myself first. I'm here. I'm not going anywhere. I love my company, and I'm out.
Wow. Look at Trendy. Trendy say, I love it. Man, this thing is better than McDonald's. I'm loving it. Thank you so very much for that incredible testimonial, Kiwi. And you said that the other day, and I'm like, she said, don't cheat yourself, treat yourself. Look at, we all, guys, if Kiwi just made sense to you, go ahead and put a fire emoji in the chat. If what she just said resonated with you, put a fire emoji in the chat, please. Look, she had to spell out fire. That's what I'm talking about. Yes, yes. Burn them up, burn them up, burn them up, burn them up. All right, good. So, guys, I'm going to bring on one more gentleman, Mr. LeBron Babers. This guy came onto our program. Him and I have a lot in common because my wife told me not to do it. His wife told him not to do it. We did it anyway. He's killing the game. And one thing I can tell you about this gentleman, he's consistent. His credit score went up crazy. I'm going to let you guys hear how his credit score and what was removed off his credit report. So, guys, top producing executive, Mr. LeBron Babers. Did you make it to the webinar, sir?
Yes, sir. Can you hear me, sir?
Man, I can hear you. I can see you. It looked like I stopped you from eating loud and clear.
Okay, well, first, thank you, Coach, for such an amazing job that you did on tonight's webinar. You always bring the fire, and you always give me so much value. That's why I appreciate you for your servant leadership, sir. But, guys, straight to the point, hey, I got started with the program about a year ago. Time went on. It just only made sense because I needed help with my credit. And I was just in a space where I needed change. I was in between jobs, had a job, didn't have a job, and I was just sick and tired and fed up with it. So, seeing the information, thanks to Coach Kev, made a post on IG. Like a lot of you guys probably got introduced to this from social media. So, this is just the way that we do business, guys. I got started with the program. My credit score went up 179 points, guys. I'm stoked. I don't know if you can tell it, but I am stoked. And not only did my credit score go up 179 points, but also a child support was deleted off my credit report, guys. So if a child support can be deleted off your credit report, anything can. It's possible, guys. So I just want you guys to know that if you're skeptical, if you're on the fence, don't be. I'm a living witness that the service works. And if you're just in a space where you want change, do it. This is the time for change. I mean, this coronavirus has us all quarantined. Be thinking about bettering yourself and becoming a better individual daily, guys. So Thank you, Coach, for allowing me to get on here and do my share my testimony with everybody. And as you say, success isn't for the chosen few, but for the few who choose it. Thank you, Coach. I'm out.
Wow. Success is not for the chosen few, but for the few who choose. Powerful, powerful. Thank you so very much for your leadership, LeBron, and just being consistent. And, you know, when you think about how much you've grown in this process, it's just amazing to see. So, man, thank you. But let me go ahead and move myself completely out of the way. We're already behind time. So, guys, she said, I'm sold. All right, well, we'll see if you sign up. But anyway, I'm going to take myself out of the way, guys, and introduce to you guys a gentleman I have a lot of respect for. He's a family man just like me. He loves his wife just like me. He does anything he needs to do for his kids just like me. So also, he's what you call a vice president, right? His business is doing $100,000 plus every 30 days. That's $1.2 million annually. I think it's safe to say he's certified to be able to give you guys this information. He's going to be going over the business side, the work from home opportunity. I need you guys to pay close attention. He's an R&R club member. He's a multiple six-figure earner. This guy makes a ton of money. I'll give you guys his Cash App later. Without further ado, top producing executive, Mr. Evan Rose. Are you on the webinar, sir?
Yes, sir. Can you hear me okay?
Man, I can hear you. I can see those pearly whites, and I'm gone.
Good. Man, it's an honor to be on the call. Thank you guys for your time. I want to give the credit back to Kevin Blake. You know, this gentleman has incredible energy. His second part-time job is comedian, so if you want to go see him at the live hour after the virus is done, he'll be at the comedy show. But no, this gentleman, I have truly respect for him. I love his work ethic. I love his integrity. Ladies and gentlemen, he's an executive sales director, and what that means, his business is producing $50,000 a month in sales every 30 days. But what I can tell you, the type of income that's coming into his bank account is actually surpassing what most executive sales directors are doing. So if you have the honor to work with this gentleman, don't take his time for granted. He will help you have success. He'll give you the shirt off his back, and he'll help you get to the top. So thank you, Mr. Kevin Blake.